Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay and with me is Reshma Tiwari with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy, reviews COVID-19 situation in the state. Prime Minister also reviews Assam flood situation, assures Chief Minister Sarvanand Sonowal all help. Union Health Minister Harshvardhan inaugurates plasma donation campaign in Delhi, says plasma donation will develop as a movement in the country. Central team reaches Bihar to assess COVID-19 situation in the state. Government to come up with data protection laws soon in the country, says Union Law and Information Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad. And Delhi Heights get relief from the scorching heat as rain lashes the capital and NCR. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy today and inquired about the current COVID-19 situation in the state. The Chief Minister briefed him about the ongoing efforts to contain the spread of the pandemic. Meanwhile, in Tamil Nadu, complete lockdown has been observed today for the third consecutive Sunday this July. I report.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been told by the State Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy that the testing in the state has reached about 48,000 yesterday. The Chief Minister told him that all-out efforts are being taken in a concerted manner to bring the situation well under control at the earliest. Meanwhile, for the third consecutive Sunday this month, the state is under complete lockdown. All major cities and towns wear a deserted look. The police have taken intensified efforts to monitor vehicular movements on the road. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi called up Assam Chief Minister Sarvanand Sonowal today and discussed various issues including the floods, COVID-19 and Bagjan oil well fire. Mr. Sarvanand Sonowal apprised the Prime Minister of the prevailing conditions and measures being taken by the Assam government. The Prime Minister assured all help to Assam to tackle the situations. Meanwhile, the flood condition in the state improved today. About 27 lakh people are still affected in 25 districts. 81 persons have lost their lives so far due to floods. Relief measures have been taken by the administration on a war footing. 85% areas of the Kaziranga National Park is still submerged and the park authorities have rescued 134 animals so far. Director Kaziranga National Park P. Shiv Kumar said that the flood situation in the park is improving gradually.
Flood situation in Kaziranga is getting improved. It's around 80% of the area still under inundations. The rhino which strayed out from Kaziranga National Park is finally guided back to the park area. It's presently safe. In case of mortality, around 108 animals so far died. That includes 9 number of rhino toos and 136 number of animal we so far rescued it. And this death case may increase because water level is receding. So we are doing the survey of all the areas.
Government today said a total of 6,77,423 people affected with coronavirus have recovered in the country so far, and with this the recovery rate has reached 62.86%. In the past 24 hours, a record 23,672 people have recovered. Presently, the total number of active corona cases in the country is 3,73,379. The Health and Family Welfare Ministry said a total of 38,902 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the country in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 10,77,618. This is the highest spike in fresh cases reported in one day since the outbreak of the pandemic in India. In a single day, 543 deaths have also been reported, taking the nationwide toll to 26,816. Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) is continuously ramping up testing facilities in the country. So far, 1,37,91,869 tests have been conducted. A total of 3,58,127 tests were conducted by various laboratories within 24 hours. A total of 1,262 laboratories across India are conducting tests for COVID-19, including 889 government laboratories and 373 private laboratories chains. A report.
In terms of recovery rate of coronavirus cases, top 5 states and union territories are Ladakh, Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan and Andaman Nicobar Island wherein the recovery rate is above 73%. There are 18 states and union territories that have better recovery rate than the national average of 62.86%. In terms of number of people recovered from COVID-19, Maharashtra is leading the tally, followed by Tamil Nadu and Delhi. In the total active cases, more than 66% caseloads are from Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. There are 5 states and union territories, Manipur, Nagaland, Sikkim, Mizoram and Andaman Nicobar Island, which haven't reported any single death due to COVID-19. Bhupender Singh, AIR News, Delhi.
Minister for Health and Family Welfare Dr. Harshvardhan today inaugurated a plasma donation campaign jointly organized by Delhi Police in AIIMS, New Delhi. 26 police personnel donated plasma during the campaign today. Terming the plasma donors as plasma warriors, the minister said plasma donation will develop as a movement in the country and it will have a far-reaching effect. While inaugurating the plasma donation campaign, he said anyone who has recovered from the coronavirus can donate plasma twice in a month. Appreciating the role of the police personnel for donating the plasma, he said their contribution will inspire others to come forward and join this movement. He said the plasma trial has been conducted on 452 patients in 60 centers and the data analysis is underway. He informed that there is no harm in giving the plasma to the patients. He praised the role of corona warriors for playing an important role in containing the spread of the coronavirus. Dr. Harshvardhan said the country is performing well in terms of recovery rate and fatality rate.
In Uttar Pradesh, the government is taking all steps to contain COVID-19 infection in the state. The number of corona testing labs as well as the number of beds in COVID-19 hospitals have been increased. More from a Lucknow correspondent.
Additional Chief Secretary Health Amit Mohan Prasad said that for asymptomatic patients who want to get better services other than medical facilities during the treatment, new arrangements have been made by the Health Department in Lucknow and Ghaziabad, and these facilities will soon be implemented in other districts also. Under this, the district administration will acquire the hotels and keep the asymptomatic patients there, and the patient will be given state medical facilities. Mr. Prasad informed that maximum 25% of the rooms will be given to women, children, people from 50 to 65 years on a single occupancy. The remaining 75% of the rooms will be given at double occupancy. All protocols of COVID care centers will be ensured. MS Yadav, AIR News, Lucknow.
In Bihar, a central team today reached Patna to assess the COVID-19 situation in the state. The 3-member team, led by Joint Secretary in Health and Family Welfare Ministry, Love Agarwal, will review the existing situation and provide necessary support and guidance to the health authorities in the state. Other members of the team are the National Centre for Disease Control Director Dr. S.K. Singh and Associate Professor at AIIMS, New Delhi, Neeraj Nischal. We have this report.
The central team will hold discussions with top health officials of the state government and Chief Secretary. Health Minister Mangal Pandey will also take part in this meeting. Mr. Pandey said discussion on testing, containment zones and hotspot will also be held. The team will visit Gaya to assess increasing number of corona cases. With 1,667 fresh patients, the total corona cases in the state has gone up to 24,967. Maximum 3,581 positive cases were reported from Patna, followed by 1,532 in Bhagalpur. 15,771 patients have recovered, while 9,018 patients are undergoing treatment at various hospitals. With KK Lal, Akash Sinha, AIR News.
After 5 days of the 10-day lockdown imposed on the twin cities, Pune and Pimpri Chinchwad, some restrictions are eased from today. A report from our correspondent.
Stores selling essential commodities such as grocery and vegetables will be allowed to remain open in Pune and Pimpri Chinchwad for a 4-hour period from tomorrow. In a bid to avoid overcrowding on the first day, both civic bodies have allowed essential commodity shops and vegetable vendors to operate from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. From tomorrow, they will be allowed to operate from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. As the number of COVID-19 cases in Pune district crossed 45,000, a lockdown had been imposed on Pune, Pimpri Chinchwad and parts of Pune rural from 14th to 23rd of July in an effort to curb the spread of the infection. In spite of lockdown, sharp daily increase in number of COVID-19 patients is noticed in Pune district, and it is more than Mumbai from last 3 days. Nitin Kelkar for AIR News, Pune.
Karnataka stands 8th among states in India with COVID fatality rate of 2%. 1,240 people have lost their lives due to the coronavirus in the state. The state is next only to Meghalaya in terms of doubling rate in the country. Meghalaya has a doubling rate of 7 days and that of Karnataka is of 10 days. Among 59,652 cases reported till date, the source of transmission of the virus is under investigation in 30,647 cases. 13,364 are those with domestic travel history, 696 came from abroad, 8,144 are primary or secondary contacts, 5,690 are influenza-like illness patients, and 1,111 are those with severe acute respiratory illness. The COVID case load is highest in Bengaluru urban district with positive cases growth rate of 8.5%. Belagavi, Vijayapura, Dharwad and Chittradurga districts have higher positive cases growth rate.
Mizoram reported 2 more new positive cases of coronavirus and 7 patients got cured in the last 24 hours. According to an official statement, the tally has reached 284 in the state, while active cases stand at 117. 167 patients have recovered from coronavirus so far. In Tripura, 2 more persons succumbed to COVID-19 at Agartala Government Medical College yesterday, and the death toll has risen to 5 in the state. Meanwhile, another 171 persons, including 82 BSF personnel, have been tested positive. So far, the state has registered 2,668 COVID cases, and out of which 1,735 have recovered, and the state's total active cases stand at 914.
In Assam, inter-district movement of individuals will be barred from Wednesday, 22nd July, in the state to prevent the spread of COVID-19 until further orders. Chief Secretary Kumar Sanjay Krishna said that for medical and last right emergencies, movement will be allowed only with written permission from the Deputy Commissioner of the originating district. He said that movement of goods will be continued. A report.
Opening of shops and business establishments with some conditions at Kamrup Metro District, including Guwahati City, will be allowed between Monday to Friday. All government and private offices will operate with 30% of all workforce in the district. Chief Secretary Kumar Sanjay Krishna said that private vehicles will not be allowed except medical emergency and official duty. Malls, cinema halls, gymnasium and yoga center shall also remain closed. Lockdown has also been imposed at Jorhat municipal area. There are 7,760 number of active cases in the state so far. Manas Pratim Sharma, AR News, Guwahati.
Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) will conduct a study to evaluate the effectiveness of the BCG vaccine in preventing morbidity and mortality rate due to COVID-19 in elderly individuals. The study will be conducted on people aged between 60 to 95 years of age living in COVID-19 hotspots in the country. This study will be carried out in 6 states: Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Delhi. The ICMR's National Institute for Research in Tuberculosis (NIRT) in Chennai is heading the study. The study will document whether BCG vaccine can prevent the occurrence of the coronavirus infection and its progression among elderly individuals. The study uses the same BCG vaccine that is administered to newborn babies as a part of National Immunization Program in the country.
The AIIMS Ethics Committee has given its nod for a human clinical trial of the indigenously developed COVID-19 vaccine candidate Covaxin. AIIMS is likely to begin the exercise by enrolling healthy volunteers from Monday. AIIMS Delhi is among the 12 cities selected by the Indian Council for Medical Research for conducting Phase 1 and 2 human trials of Covaxin. In Phase 1, the vaccine would be tested on 375 volunteers and the maximum of 100 of them would be from AIIMS. Healthy volunteers having no comorbid conditions and without a history of COVID-19, aged more than 18 years and less than 55 years would be eligible to participate in the randomized double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial. Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has said that the human trials of indigenous corona vaccine has started and the fight against COVID-19 is in a decisive phase. In a tweet, Dr. Vardhan said, efforts were going on for the development of the vaccine for the past several months and there have been positive signs. The Health Minister said India will soon be able to win against the epidemic completely. He said there has been no side effects in the initial trials. The Minister said trials are taking place in 14 institutes. He said ICMR scientists are keeping an eye on every data.
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of the leading medical experts on COVID-19. Talking to AIR News, Dr. Uma Kumar, Head of Rheumatology Department, AIIMS, suggested to the people to follow social distancing, hand hygiene and cough etiquettes.
Only thing which helps is social distancing or physical distancing. Along with it, you have like hand hygiene, washing your hands very frequently, and cough etiquettes like while coughing or sneezing, just cover your face and nose. Use tissue paper or cloth, or if you don't have anything, you can just cough into your elbows. Third thing is using the face mask. For a general public, you can use cotton face mask, and then they have to be very positive. Don't give up, and surely we'll conquer over this virus.
Iranian President Hassan Rouhani has said that coronavirus has infected 2.5 crore Iranians. During a televised meeting of the country's virus-fighting task force, he said the pandemic can infect 3.5 crore Iranians as the country is yet to develop herd immunity. Rouhani also said that Iran may have to prepare itself for double the amount of hospitalizations it has had in the past 5 months. Later, Rouhani's deputy head of communications, Ali Raza Moezi, explained that the 2.5 crore infections refer to those who have encountered the virus and achieved complete immunity. It appears to be the first time a senior Iranian official has indicated the country is seeking to defeat COVID-19 via herd immunity.
Countries from the US to South Africa to Australia are struggling to hold down rising cases of coronavirus as global deaths from COVID-19 surge past 6,01,549 in a sign of how far off the world remains from a return to normalcy. The United States tops the list with 1,40,119 deaths, followed by 78,772 in Brazil and 45,358 in the United Kingdom and 38,888 in Mexico. Prime Minister Narendra Modi continues to be the world's top favorite leader on Twitter with 60 million followers. Mr. Modi's Twitter account surpassed the 60 million mark today, reaffirming him as the most followed Indian leader across the globe. He is also among the few global leaders after former US President Barack Obama and his successor Donald Trump to cross the 60 million mark in terms of followers on his social media account.
Railway Ministry has said that the private trains are slated to run from March 2023. The Ministry has issued the clarification regarding timeline of introduction of private trains, as some section of the media had mentioned that the private trains project will start in March 2024. Railways said the tenders will be finalized by March 2021 and trains will operate from March 2023. You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy, reviews COVID-19 situation in the state. Prime Minister also reviews Assam flood situation, assures Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal all help. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan inaugurates plasma donation campaign in Delhi, says plasma donation will develop as a movement in the country. Central team reaches Bihar to assess COVID-19 situation in the state. Government to come up with a data protection law soon in the country, says Union Law and Information Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, and Delhiites get relief from scorching heat as rain lashes the capital and NCR. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Union Law and Information Technology Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad has said that India will not tolerate data imperialism. He asserted that citizens' data belongs to the community and the country. The minister exhorted that the government will never compromise on the sovereignty of data. Mr. Prasad informed that the centre will soon bring in a data protection law in the country. He said a select committee of parliament is already examining the matter. Speaking at a virtual lecture organised in memory of his father, late Thakur Prasad, who was the founder of Jan Sangh in Bihar, the minister said that coronavirus pandemic has brought in vast changes in the work culture. He said people have started working online, including the courts. Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu said that the government has recently reached out to both the presiding officers on holding the monsoon session of Parliament. He said the parliamentary scrutiny of handling the pandemic is on course. Mr. Naidu and the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Om Birla, have held several rounds of discussions on enabling the meetings of the parliamentary committees and the monsoon session of the Parliament in the present COVID-19 situation. The last budget session of the Parliament was adjourned sine die on the 23rd of March. Meanwhile, Mr. Naidu has hailed the role of the media for empowering the people with necessary information, analysis and perspectives about various aspects of the COVID-19 pandemic. In his Facebook post, he observed that without the proactive and missionary role played by the media, there would have been a vacuum in the fight against the pandemic. Mr. Naidu sounded caution about some sections of TV media, noting that they should desist from hyping the situation.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah and Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar remembered freedom fighter Mangal Pandey on his birth anniversary. In a tweet, Mr. Shah said that Mangal Pandey was the forerunner of the 1857 revolution, and his patriotism and sacrifice inspired millions of countrymen to participate in the freedom struggle. Mr. Javadekar paid rich tributes to the freedom fighter. The Trichy City Corporation in Tamil Nadu is conducting integrated fever clinic camps in various places that come under the Urban Public Health Centers (PHC) in the city area. 108 camps will be held for 3 days from tomorrow. Corporation higher officials have repeatedly requested everyone beneath the age of 10 and above the age of 60 to attend the camps. Earlier, the corporation had conducted a door-to-door sensitization cum sanitation awareness drive to make people aware of the importance of personal hand washing hygiene, social distancing and staying at homes.
With Mumbai life in revival phase, the migrant workers who had left the city are slowly opting to come back.
Projects that were stalled due to the lockdown have resumed work, though with just half of their capacity, as most of the laborers are yet to return. Engineering firms, which have been hit hard due to non-execution of large infrastructure projects, are taking initiatives to bring back the workforce from states such as Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Odisha, Jharkhand, Rajasthan and Gujarat. According to recent data by Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, thousands of workers have been brought back by engineering firms to complete the metro projects. Among others, real estate players too are taking initiatives to bring back the workforce to complete the stalled project. Debupriya Bhattacharjee, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Uttar Pradesh, 6 people were killed and more than 18 others injured when a bus collided with another vehicle at the Agra-Lucknow Expressway in Kannauj district this morning. According to police sources, 5 people were killed on the spot and one more succumbed to his injuries at Sefei Hospital. The bus was going from Bihar to New Delhi and fell off the road after collision. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has condoled the dead and had instructed officials to ensure proper treatment for those injured.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his grief on the demise of US Congressman John Lewis. He remembered him as a champion of civil rights, non-violence and Gandhian values. Prime Minister said the legacy of the departed US Congressman will continue to endure and inspire people. Union Environment and Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar hailed the Kurma mobile app as a unique tool for tracking and reporting Indian turtles. Commending the unique approach, he said such initiatives highlighting the vital role of citizen participation towards conservation of the rich flora and fauna of the country. The mobile application Kurma was launched on 23rd May this year on the occasion of World Turtle Day. The citizen science initiative aims at conservation of turtles and tortoises.
Moderate to heavy rains lashed many parts of Delhi NCR, bringing a respite from the scorching heat. The rains caused waterlogging in various places and traffic movement was severely affected. The weatherman has predicted more rain in the national capital and adjoining areas till Tuesday. The city has registered 86 mm rainfall in North Delhi and 74.8 mm rainfall in Safdarjung area. A 56-year-old man reportedly died due to drowning after his vehicle was submerged in water under the Minto Bridge in central Delhi. Meanwhile, a DTC bus and 2 auto rickshaws were stuck at the Minto Bridge underpass due to waterlogging. The maximum temperature is expected to hover around at 33 degrees Celsius. Monsoon had reached Delhi on the 25th of June, 2 days earlier than its usual date. The IMD has predicted normal rainfall in the national capital during the season. India Business Council will host the 2020 India Ideas Summit on July 22nd. The summit convenes business and government leaders for discussions on the future of the US-India partnership and the trends shaping globalization, trade and investment, and the future of work in the COVID era and beyond. The summit will feature a high-powered lineup of both public and private sector speakers. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will deliver the keynote address. Among others, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will address the summit.
The faceless assessment system of Income Tax Department has been a game changer in the arena of direct taxation. It has empowered the taxpayers and has, as a foremost mechanism, altered the facets and perception of overall tax administration in the country. Since its launch on 7th October last year and implementation of first phase, faceless assessment has provided for assessment of income tax in electronic mode. Now taxpayers need not see face-to-face any tax officer or visit an IT office and need not run pillar to post on receiving income tax scrutiny assessment notice or run to a tax professional or accountant. Now all the communications with taxpayers is made electronically by a central cell in Delhi, and identity of all the assessing officers remains unknown. The budget session of the Puducherry Territorial Assembly will begin with the customary address by Lieutenant Governor Kiran Bedi tomorrow, and Chief Minister V. Narayanasamy, whose holding finance portfolio, will present the annual budget 2020-21. On 21st, the motion of thanks to the Lieutenant Governor's address and debate for all departments will be taken up. The entire assembly premises have been disinfected. There will be no visitor in view of the COVID-19, and only the elected representatives and senior officials of the administration besides selected media persons will be allowed inside the assembly premises.
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its bilingual live phone-in program today will bring a special discussion program on COVID-19. Dr. Balwinder Singh, Medical Superintendent, Safdarjung Hospital, will participate in the discussion. Listeners can ask questions to the experts on toll-free telephone number 1800115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444 and post queries on a Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on the FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on the website newsonair.com and on a YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You can also follow us on the News on AIR app for updates. Flood situation in Bangladesh continues to be grim as Brahmaputra and Meghna basins showed rising trends at the majority of places in the country. According to the latest bulletin issued by the Flood Forecasting and Warning Center, water level increased at 57 points out of 101 points measured by the FFWC across the 4 river basins in the country. Meanwhile, several places in the country received heavy rainfall in the last 24 hours. According to the Ministry of Disaster Management, floods have affected more than 23.60 lakh people in 18 districts of Bangladesh, resulting in the death of 8 people in the country.
Now let us look at the weather forecast for today. In the national capital, Delhi, the minimum temperature will be 24 degrees Celsius and the maximum 33 degrees Celsius. There will be thunderstorm with rain. Mumbai will have a generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. The city witnessed a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and will have a maximum of around 31 degrees. In Chennai, the temperature will hover between 27 and 35 degrees Celsius. The city will have a generally cloudy sky with light rain. Kolkata will have partly cloudy sky with possibility of moderate rain or thunderstorm. The minimum temperature will be 28 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 35 degrees Celsius. In Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius in Jammu, while maximum will be around 35 degrees. The city is likely to have partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm.
In Gilgit, the minimum temperature was recorded at 19 degrees Celsius, while the maximum will be around 33 degrees. It is expected to have partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. Muzaffarabad may also see partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. The place witnessed a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius, while maximum temperature will be around 38 degrees. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy, reviews COVID-19 situation in the state. Prime Minister also reviews Assam flood situation, assures Chief Minister Sarvanand Sonowal all help. Union Health Minister Harshvardhan inaugurates plasma donation campaign in Delhi, says plasma donation will develop as a movement in the country. Central team reaches Bihar to assess COVID-19 situation in the state. Government to come up with a data protection law soon in the country, says Union Law and Information Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad. And Delhi Heights get relief from scorching heat as rain lashes the capital and NCR. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com and News on AIR app. And with that we end the Midday News.